My name is Michael Goldberg. I'm a healthcare strategist with more than 20 years experience leading large-scale operations and crisis management. I'm a former hospital president, founder of Walk Alongside Leader Incorporated, and proud board member of Counselor, a company providing access to licensed mental health counselors through a text-based app for college students and corporate clients. Now, here are 5 things that I believe anyone can do to optimize their mental wellness. 1. Meditate daily. I was sick for the first 6 months that I was president of the hospital. Doctor visit after doctor visit was inconclusive until an infection surfaced. It was in an odd location, and I went to a specialist whom I worked with to seek help. I left with a long course of antibiotics and some of the best advice I've ever received in my life. Start meditating. This surprised me greatly. The surgeon that suggested it shared with me the benefits of meditating, shared apps that could be helpful, and said that you can't underestimate the impact of mindset. And from that day forward, I began meditating. I started first with 5 minutes and expanded over the years to 20 minutes twice a day. Meditation has been shown to be one of the few activities that we can do to increase sustained brain function over time. It helps with stress relief, improves your mood, and supports your body physically. And I'm proud to say that those infections never surfaced again, and I was able to effectively manage the transition into that hospital leadership position. 2. Surround yourself with positivity. Good people, positive news. In this world of 24/7 news access and social media alerts right in the palm of our hands, it is easy to get caught up in wanting to know everything about what's going on everywhere. Sadly, the majority of that news centers around bad news happening in the world. Years ago, I stopped watching or reading the news. I replaced that time with meditation and creating alerts for relevant topics that I was interested in or needed to know about. One method that I use to stay positive is on social media. I only follow or allow positive people into my feed, or positive news accounts like Tank's Good News or Good News Movement. This ensures that my screen continues to fill with positive, feel-good stories that further support my positivity and mental wellness. Additionally, and this is a tough one, I cut negative people out of my life. I recall a number of people who like to stir the pot and create drama at work. Each time that person moved on, voluntary or not, the overall dynamic in the office improved. We all felt it. The observation every person would comment on after that person left was, why did we let that persist for so long? When the toxic person is out of your life, you'll quickly see how much more enjoyable that aspect of your life can be and how much they impacted you even when they weren't around. 3. Plan for things to look forward to. Vacations, experiences, events. This is another one of my favorites. Life has a way of becoming routine. We go through realizing that summers are over, or I can't believe it's already the holiday season. One of the methods that I and other successful people that I know use to avoid this feeling of life passing us by too quickly is to schedule meaningful experiences in advance each year. Each year, my family and I plan our vacations for the following year so we have something to talk about, something to look forward to, something to research. I've run the New York City Marathon 2 times now. In 2019, it was all I could talk about, plan for, and train for. Trust me, that year didn't fly by as I trained to go from the couch to running 26.2 miles. When we have something to look forward to, time has a way of slowing down and we find more value in what we do and how we spend it. 4th, learn something new. A new language, guitar, swimming, dancing. Hace 3 años, 3 years ago, I committed to learning to speak Spanish fluently. My wife and I signed up for a school and attended class there once a week. Then, when the pandemic happened and things calmed down at the hospital, I continued online with a teacher from Bolivia. We would have class sessions 2 to 5 times a week. Learning a new language or skill stimulates the brain, challenges us, and if it's something you're interested in, gives you something new to look forward to. Additional skills on my what's next list? Well, I'd love to be able to swim efficiently. Dancing, to not be the awkward guy at the wedding. And I'd love to learn an instrument, either piano or guitar. And as my friend Jesse Itzler says, it only takes 18 minutes a day of practicing anything for a year to be better than 95% of the world at that skill. Absolutely incredible what we can achieve in such little time. 5. Worrying doesn't help. Picture a positive outcome. I heard somebody say once, why would I worry? If that bad thing that I worried about happens, then I would have lived through it twice. That made a lot of sense to me. So much of what we worry about never comes to fruition. We think of scenarios, maybe to be prepared or maybe for no good reason at all. Each time I find myself starting to worry about a situation that hasn't happened, I've trained my mind to catch myself at the beginning and use that same energy to picture the same situation I was worried about going well. Phenomenally well. For example, an application of this is when flying on a plane. For me, it seems that turbulence happens more frequently than I recall. And not understanding planes' physics and not being in control, I found myself worrying. When I reversed that line of thinking to remind myself that planes are built to handle the turbulence and remind myself that the pilot knows what they're doing and that almost no planes have crashed due to turbulence, then I picture a safe flight, safe landing, and I relax. And when all else fails, and if this list of 5 doesn't resonate with you, that's perfectly fine. Always remember there's someone to talk to. It's why I joined the board of counselor, having the ability to connect people with the help that they need through an app whenever they need it, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the help is out there. Talk to somebody. Get the resources you need. People will support you. Thank you for your time.